Hello, professional door openers. Welcome to Canva Finds and New Designs. We have a new rollout of designs for you guys this week. We are going to go through a couple different types. We have carousel video. We're going to be playing with some AI video. Realty, we have these new signs, which are pretty fun. And we also have presentations. Presentations is a big one for this drop because you now have access to do so many things with these presentations. We'll go through it right now. Okay, so you click Use Design, and then here, what I always forget is naming the title. So we'll say July or June recap deck. Perfect. And then I can go through here and see all the different slides. On the first one, I have the PMI style guide linked. So if you have any questions, you can just click through it and find the answers that you need. Okay, perfect. And if you don't want to click through the style guide, we also have our brand over here. And I highly recommend going to our corporate brand kit to see all of the details. So like it has our guidelines, which clicks back there. It has logos, colors, fonts, background, graphics, etc. Okay, so coming into these slides, you can see it's pretty easy just to copy and paste your own stuff. You would just come in and let's do brand. Okay. So if I were doing this for corporate, then I would just come in and drag and drop the new logo. And then let's say the presenter is myself. And we'll say June recap, Canva Finds. And then you can edit this around to see what it looks good. I kind of, we'll do Canva Finds and New Designs. Oof, okay. Just change the size a bit to see what looks good. But yeah, give a decent amount of spacing there. If you want to change the photo back here, I have it so there's a black background and then the photo is a little bit transparent, so it makes it easier to see text on top of that. So if you wanted the photo to be completely clear, you come up here to the top with transparency and you would just click that fully up, or you can do it down, up. You can adjust it as you would like for readability. Okay, so we have the two options of the covers. Then we have like table of contents. I have one that you could replace the photo here. You could do a screenshot on your phone. So if I wanted to do a screenshot of a Canva design on my phone, I could do that. But personally, I think Canva on mobile is maddening. I can do things 10 times faster on the desktop. Okay, we have about, if you want, you could put in someone here, or you could just fill this whole section with your team. We also have individual team member spotlights. So you could do something like this, whether it be one, like 3 or 5 or more, but I suggest doing just a couple. And then we have just generic slides. We have half text, half photo, another mock-up that you can do. This one shows the full thing. So let's say I wanted to do my Instagram results for the week, then I could go in my phone and do the business profile and then click insights and then screenshot whatever numbers I wanted to see. We also have some like this. Like we've discussed in some of our previous videos, you can delete the background from a photo just by doing, actually it was back in brand. You pull up the photo you want to do. So we'll try to do it with the guy now. And then you do BG remover. Perfect. And then you can drag in and then adjust it. And then these like side ones will do, oops, I accidentally grabbed this ruler. We want it to grab, so if we were to grab like this to size it up and down, it'll do it up, but like going down, it would cut them off. So adjust the size through the corners, and then for the actual frame boxes, like if I wanted to frame it in closer to him so then I'm not going to grab the wrong thing, then that's when I could do that there. And then yeah, you can replace him just to put him back behind her, delete her photo, make sure this goes all the way to the bottom. His elbow goes to there. So let's actually do, I feel like that line goes through some of his face, so that's good. So then I would grab all of this and then just do the right arrow, hold shift down so you can do it faster. It'll do like 1 pixel at a time if you do just the one, but it'll do it like a group that way. And then I should have grabbed this too. So yeah, you can grab, drag and drop, keep it aligned here. Perfect. Okay, sweet. We have more options, so many options. Your slides will look so beautiful. If you want to put in a quote, we have options for that, some cool stats. And if you want to do icons with your stats, the icons in the corporate brand, that's where you'd go and find them here. And if you want to search for a specific one, because there are hundreds of them, then you can search. So if I wanted to do like email open rates or something, I would pull this in, resize it, and then put it with the graphic, which yeah, if this were, oops, if this were a real deck, I would definitely want to make sure. So like I would do it here, and then I would do orange with white. And then since this one already has orange, I would do the white version of it, which, no, that's not the, anyways. Oh, here we go. Same. And then you can make sure they're the right size by putting them here. These guidelines are a lifesaver. Okay, that one looks like it's close, but let's go there. Perfect. And then if you hold shift while you drag it, then it'll keep it on that same axis here, which we would want to click and drag all of this down. So I selected everything, hit shift, and then click the box so it deselects it, and then we can move it down and around to whatever looks good. But I usually want to keep some of the things aligned. That looks good. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, if you do icons, go for it the whole way. The next page is a good example of that. Can make a couple call outs. This one is just text. This one could be for a new section. More quotes. If you wanted to do case studies, we have that, or compare 3 things on the same page. We have so many things. And then they have charts and graphs. So this is a graph. So if you wanted to add in, let's say I want to put in a header on top of this that says comparing counties comparing counties at a glance. I would go over to this ... and then click on that. And then we would do add row. I wonder if we can move it up actually. Yeah, here we go. Move row up because we want it to go above here. And then we'd select hello. Hold shift, select each one of those. Right click it. Merge cells. And then you could paste in here. And with it being a title, I would do it bigger. So it's just like this. It looks cute. And then you go on from there. But yeah, make sure if you're trying to do the rows or columns, there are these little ... dots that help you. So like if you want them to look equally like spaced, there's stuff for that and so on. And technically Canva has sheets as well, which is kind of like Google Sheets. This one, so this graph or this chart right here only lives here. But if I wanted to do a live one that's constantly changing, then I would make a sheet through Canva with their sheets, make sure that the file type up at the top like signifies that it's sheets, and then from there you could insert the sheet. And I think it updates as it goes on, but that's more of like a living thing. They also have some pie charts and graphs. And so for like this, you would double click into it and you could change what the items are. So we could say like June, July, etc., and go on, and then put in the numbers. And then same for this. And if you wanted to change the colors, just, whoops, oh, it's over here. Okay, here we go. Let's say we want to do our black. We want to change this one to our orange. That looks like Halloween. Never mind. Let's change this one to like the bareliest off-white. I kind of want it more off-white. Here you go. And even I can click in here and then just toggle this until I find what shade I want so it like sticks out from the page enough. But yeah, you want decent contrast. And if you wanted to make, let's see, there are charts and graphs here. It is, here we go. On this left panel, charts is on the side. And then if you wanted to start making one, I just have these two as examples, but go to town on these. There's so many in here. It's a blast. Honestly, the colors are the hardest part in my opinion because I'm particular. So anyways, as you can see, more slide types, so many slide types. And then you could do like a timeline, highlight some services or goals, do like a screenshot. And then this looks pixelated because it's a pixelated version of this logo. My apologies. But then you would put your logo here at the end, which would be a vector and look really good. And I have a couple other icons here on the back if you want to use those. Now, to put it all together, we want to present it. So once you design it, then you can go here to present. Let's do presenter view. Got it. Okay. Sweet. So you can see what's on their screen, and then it will put notes over here. So here is something that is new. You can add in different notes for things. So each slide has that. And then while you're presenting, then you know what you're doing. But that's been something, it wasn't as obvious as it was before. So hell yeah. Okay, perfect. But yeah, so go through this and then you can see I have animations on these. So they kind of like slide in, slide out. If there's one that you don't like let's say, actually that one, okay, since we moved the guy in, that's a new element. So we're gonna exit out of here. I want him to rise up from the bottom. So we'll click on him, animate, rise, and then I just want him to go on enter. You could do both and then have him go back down when it's done. So rises up, goes down. So anyways, they are super fun. Warning though, sometimes because these are such big crazy files for Canva, sometimes it will do this, that it freaks out and then you have to leave, come back, and then you can pull it back up. But there's been a couple times that it's frozen on me, which is so rare for Canva for me. And then share with your team. You can change your access, so like anyone with the link can do it, and you can copy the link. Or if I wanted to add a specific person, then I could type in their name and their email, or I could download it. Let's see here. They are PDF, or you can save it as a PowerPoint as well. So anyways, have fun with this. This one's a big one. Just lots of options for you guys. Customize it so it's yours and it really stands out.